Hello students, in our parthenogenesis part 2 we are going to see the definition for parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis definition. So what is the definition for parthenogenesis? It is development of an egg, nothing but the ovum, into a complete individual without fertilization. It is called parthenogenesis. It is known as parthenogenesis. Okay. Here, without the fertilization is very important. So, we have to understand the egg is produced by the organism, but without the fertilization, it becomes a complete individual. This is explaining about the parthenogenesis in animals. Let us see the types of parthenogenesis. Types of parthenogenesis. Okay, types of parthenogenesis. It is of two types. One is natural parthenogenesis, another one is artificial parthenogenesis. Now we will start from the natural parthenogenesis. Natural parthenogenesis. It is two types. It is divided into two different types. One is complete natural parthenogenesis, another one is incomplete natural parthenogenesis. So what is complete parthenogenesis? Complete parthenogenesis explains in some animals parthenogenesis is the only form of reproduction. Okay, that is why this kind of parthenogenesis is called complete natural parthenogenesis. Okay, students. So the egg develops into the individual. The individual is always female. There is no male in this case. The egg develops only the female organisms by the parthenogenesis process. So we will see the examples also. Examples for the natural parthenogenesis. Examples. It is from the vertebrate animals. One is Lacerta saxicola armanica. We have studied yesterday in our past video itself. This is a rock lizard from Armanica place. Its skin is white color. And the second example from the vertebrate, it is Typhlina brahmina. Sometimes it is Typhlina brahmini also. This is a small snake in India. So these two organisms, only the females are produced by the parthenogenesis process. This is the only form of reproduction occur in these two organisms. There is no male formation. Let us see the incomplete parthenogenesis. Incomplete parthenogenesis, it is not obligatory. Then you can ask the complete parthenogenesis whether it is obligatory or not. Complete parthenogenesis is obligatory, whereas incomplete parthenogenesis, it is not obligatory. Why? And why we are saying that it is incomplete natural parthenogenesis? In some animals, sexual reproduction and parthenogenesis both are present, both are taking place in some organisms as a cyclic process. So we are saying that it is incomplete parthenogenesis. For this incomplete parthenogenesis also we have two examples. One is honeybee, another one is very important, aphids. We can include wasp also, and artificially we are including this turkey birds also in the incomplete parthenogenesis. So incomplete parthenogenesis is a very important one as we compare with the complete parthenogenesis. Now we'll see what happened to the honeybees, aphids and turkey in the case of incomplete parthenogenesis. So incomplete parthenogenesis. First example we'll see the honeybees. So we studied the definition itself. The development of an egg into a complete individual without fertilization is known as parthenogenesis. In honeybees also, when we see the incomplete parthenogenesis, both sexual reproduction and the parthenogenesis cyclically will takes place. So the egg is of two different kinds in honeybees. It may be fertilized egg, this is nothing but zygote, or it may be unfertilized egg. Okay, so if the fertilized egg zygote develops after the fertilization, sexual reproduction, the zygote is developed by mating male and female honeybee. So fertilized eggs are developed into queen bee and worker bees. Both are females. But in the case of unfertilized egg, it becomes only male. This is nothing but drones. Okay, this is the incomplete parthenogenesis in honeybees. Whereas in aphids and wasp, what happened to this? In spring season, the egg development leads to parthenogenetic females. So females are produced during the spring season by the parthenogenesis process. It happened through the summer, but at the end of summer, some of the some of the female produces males and females. It is very important. Listen. At the end of the summer, some of the females produced through the parthenogenesis, they are producing males and females. They mate, gametes fused, zygote is formed. We'll say this zygote is formed means fertilized egg is formed. This fertilized egg develops into a parthenogenetic female during spring. So we are saying this cyclically, these two processes are taking place. Thus, it is called cyclic parthenogenesis. Thank you, students.